Lisa discovered a mysterious door in her house. She followed her house cat through the door. At the end of the passageway, Lisa found a whole new world. She realized that this world was much more advanced than her original one, and there was another version of the Simpson family here. Marge in this new world seemed really friendly. However, Lisa felt puzzled. Why did they have buttons sewn over their eyes? The Simpson family in this new world were all very good at playing musical instruments. Unlike Lisa's family in the other world, they shared the same hobbies as Lisa. Lisa found herself gradually falling in love with this world. She had a really great time with her new family in this world, so Lisa wanted to stay here forever. But there was one thing that made Lisa hesitate, and that was having to sew buttons over her eyes. Just then old Abe came over, and he was about to sew buttons over Lisa's eyes. This scared Lisa so much that she immediately fled back to the original world. Back in the real world, what Lisa couldn't stand was that Homer actually killed a snake in her saxophone. This made Lisa very sad. A few days later, Homer realized that something seemed to be missing in the house. After taking a closer look, he found that Lisa was gone. Maggie had already called the police. However, Clancy had searched for a long time but couldn't find her. Seeing that there were only 2 children left, Homer announced that Maggie would take over Lisa's room and clothes, and Bart would take over Lisa's homework. When Bart heard this, he directly rushed into the new world. Just like that, Bart also came to live in this new world. Homer and Marge waited at the entrance of the passage for many days, but didn't wait for their children to come back. Marge couldn't wait any longer, so she crawled into the passage to look for her children. Homer also wanted to go in, but he got stuck at the entrance because he was too fat. Finally, thanks to the help of the cat, Homer was able to enter this world. As soon as Homer arrived in this world, he was stunned. He never expected that he would have 2 wives and 4 children. At that time, Bart called Homer a lazy pig. This really annoyed Homer. Homer choked Bart too hard, and as a result, he knocked Bart's head off. When the Homer from the other world saw his son being attacked, he angrily swung his fist at Homer. Since he had buttons sewn over his eyes, he couldn't see anything and slipped under his feet. He fell heavily on the table and died. When the Marge from the other world saw that both her husband and son had been killed by Homer, she angrily transformed into a spider demon. This scene left Homer in shock. From that day on, Homer had 2 wives taking care of him. Even for Bart's parent-teacher conference, the Homer from the other world could go. The Homer from the other world ran home and said that, because Bart drew this family portrait, the social worker was going to come for a home visit.
I'll be ready.